Hi everyone, Amber from A.jasmine English, and today in this lesson we are going to learn to be more professional in our English. I'm going to teach you 6 new idioms for the workplace. So these are 6 idioms that are perfect to be used in a work environment or in an interview for professional conversation. Now, one of the best ways to remember idioms is to link an idiom to an experience you had in the past or a situation that you can remember. That way, you hear the idiom and you will automatically remember the situation or the experience, and you will better understand how it's being used in context. So this will help you remember better. Now, you don't need to learn every single idiom in English. That's very difficult. But it's important to learn very common expressions and idioms we use in the workplace, so that if you're working in an English environment, you understand everyone around you and you can use those common phrases to sound more natural. I'm going to tell you a story. When I first started working in the marketing department for an English school in China, I thought I was just going to be a teacher and show the teacher actions and words and work with the children. But no. What happened was I was then asked to start making promotional posters, creating graphic design, making advertisements for WeChat. So all of a sudden I was doing many things that I had never done before, and it was exciting, but it was a lot. So I was really thrown in the deep end. This idiom, to be thrown in the deep end, this is like when you're swimming. And when you're thrown into the deep end of the pool, so not the shallow end, the deep end of the pool, it's hard to swim. Your feet cannot touch the bottom of the pool. So all of a sudden, you're thrown into something that's very difficult. You don't slowly go into something. So this is the same here at this workplace. I was a teacher, and all of a sudden I was thrown into the deep end, and now I had to do many different things that I had not done before. I had to go to meetings in Chinese. My Chinese was not very good. I had to make reports. I had to create posters and translate many advertisements, and it was a challenge. So I was thrown in the deep end. So if someone pushes you or throws you into the pool, into the deep end of the pool, it's not easy. It's a shock. You can either swim and try to keep surviving and figure out what to do, or you will sink. Often when we're thrown into the deep end, this is when we have a lot of challenge and we have to really prove ourselves. So you're thrown into the deep end when you're put into a new or challenging or difficult situation without any preparation. And this often happens in the workplace. Bob started a new job last month and they really threw him in the deep end. I'm not afraid to be thrown in the deep end. I like to be challenged. I think it's the best way to learn. Now, I don't want to throw you in the deep end, but could you get the reports ready for me by Friday? The second idiom I would like you to learn today is to learn the ropes. So, to learn the ropes, this means to learn the basic tasks that allow you to do your job well. You need to understand how they do things in a company. So it's usually when you are starting in a company or a new position and you need to learn all the procedures and what to do. How to use the photocopier, where the coffee room is, when people like to take their breaks, or who you report to, your manager. So this is kind of learning all the basic tasks and the things that you will need to know to do your job more efficiently and well. So you're learning the ropes every day that first week. So you could say, oh, I've just started a new job. I'm still learning the ropes, but I love what I'm doing. Or, how's the new job? Oh, yeah, I've learned the ropes really fast. Everyone's so kind. You may also hear someone say, let me show you the ropes. If someone shows you the ropes, they are going to show you what you need to learn. They will teach you. So they will tell you who to report to, or who to send your emails to, or who to ask for help. So this person will show you the ropes. Can you please show me the ropes? Oh, let me show you the ropes. And remember that this is when you're starting a job or a position. So maybe if you've been there for 1 month, 2 months, you're not learning the ropes anymore. It starts at the beginning. Once you have learned the ropes, then you know them and you can do your job well. Okay, and idiom number 3. Today I'm going to teach you the idiom to climb the corporate ladder. Now, to climb the corporate ladder, if you can imagine a ladder and you're climbing. Okay, so here you are going up. So to climb the corporate ladder means to progress and move up positions in a company. For example, maybe you start as an intern. Okay, you don't get paid money, you're just doing it for experience. And then they like you. So then you can start at the basic level and you can start working as a receptionist. Once you've been working as a receptionist for a long time, maybe you're starting to learn a lot more about the company and you say, oh, I'd really like to work in the sales department. And you can move into the sales department and be a salesperson. Maybe after a few years working as a salesperson, you want to move up and become the sales manager. So this is moving up the positions in a company to climb the corporate ladder. So you might switch companies, or you might change careers, or you might go up and get promotions, and this will be how you climb the corporate ladder and you progress in your career. You get more responsibility, you get more money, and often you are promoted into higher roles. And maybe one day you may even be the owner or the CEO. I climbed the corporate ladder quickly. I am now the sales manager. I'm very happy with my role. John climbed the corporate ladder quickly. He became a partner in the company in just 2 years. Sarah has never been interested in climbing the corporate ladder. She's a teacher and she does not want to be a manager. She's very happy being a teacher. People who think outside the box are very valuable in a company. This idiom, to think outside the box, suggests someone is creative and they don't think about the normal ways of doing something. It's not normal or standard. They think of something new or different. There's a box and they think of something that's different that no one else has thought of. This often leads to really interesting, creative solutions for a company. We need to think outside the box and come up with a new plan. Wow, you really think outside the box. I like your idea. You're always thinking outside the box. You're so creative. I like it. Thank you. Now, in Australia and New Zealand, we often say, think outside the square. If you think outside the square, this has the same meaning as think outside the box. A box and a square. So this is just another way we say the same thing. Wow, that's really thinking outside the square. I like the way you think outside the square. It was a steep learning curve. Now this idiom is very useful in a job interview or talking about your past experiences. So when you are talking in a professional sense about something you've had to overcome or experience in the past that was difficult, it was a steep learning curve. So you learned something from it, and instead of being very easy, it was really steep. You learned very, very fast. It was very difficult. It was a steep learning curve. We use this idiom to talk about challenges that we have overcome in the past. So it could be in a professional sense at work, or it could be an experience in your life. Usually by just trying and seeing if it works, by doing their best, and then learning from their mistakes. So using this idiom helps to show that you have been able to learn and overcome something in the past that you were challenged by. So it's a good idiom to show that you're able to overcome anything. You are willing to overcome new challenges and to learn new skills. Moving to a new country and learning English in an immersive environment is a steep learning curve. Many of my students will say that when they first arrive in an English-speaking country, they're overwhelmed because all of a sudden they are learning all these new things that they have not learned in class. So they're learning everything from context, and it's a scary environment. So they learn very, very fast. It's a steep learning curve. Going from employee to a business owner was a steep learning curve for me. So before I started my online English language school, I was a teacher. I managed teachers at other schools, but now everything was different and I was responsible for everything. So I had to learn many new skills to be a business owner. The final expression or idiom that I would like you to learn today is to go the extra mile. To go the extra mile means you can do this amount of work, but you do more. You do more than what people expect you to do. So we use this when we are talking about someone who does a lot more work than they need to do, than their responsibilities. Wow, she really goes the extra mile and adds in extra notes on her presentations. I go the extra mile for my boss because I want him to appreciate my hard work. I hope now that you can take these expressions and you can try and use these in your workplace in a professional context. They're all very common expressions that we use in English, so that you keep using it in your conversation and you will remember it better. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can look up more lessons that I upload every week. If you are interested in live lessons with me, you can comment below or send me a message on my website or my Facebook or Instagram, and I will be able to help you with a live class as well. Thank you for watching my lesson today. My name's Amber for A.Jasmine English, and I hope you have a wonderful day.